Libra collective, welcome. I'm Nikki, your local vegan terrorist. Alright, we're going to do your Twinflame check-in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to further support this space, everything you need to know is in the description box below, or it's a book or private reading. It's all below. Okay? I'm going to read for the masculine, then I'll read for the feminine, and then I'll read for the truth in this connection, see if there are any challenges, what's delaying this, or what's the hold up. See if there's any confirmation signs. We got the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Someone could be in law enforcement. Alright, so we have the Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. This is a very contemplative, hesitant energy in the masculine side. Why? Let's see for the feminine real quick. This feminine's got the Ace of Cups and the Magician so far. This is a feminine that's kind of ready. I'm ready for it. Getting the song, I'm all out of love. Because we have the Seven of Wands. I'm so lost without you. Maybe somebody's gonna meet at a wedding. Ten of Swords. Masculine, if you lead with anxiety or confusion, then you're misleading. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Emperor. Three of Wands. So it's like this masculine's been holding out with the Four of Cups. They're waiting for something, and the feminine's here waiting, like waiting to connect, waiting for the Three of Wands in the Rider-Waite is a masculine kind of planning. And here there's something about, I'm getting my cousin Vinny. My biological clock is ticking like this. It's like the feminine's ready for their Emperor with the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles in this Van Gogh deck does look like an Emperor, the way they're sitting there. So that's Virgo energy, and then this, Emperor is Aries and Capricorn. So this is a masculine who wants to make sure that they come in right. They want to make sure that they're not bringing any shadows in. So they're like doing moon magic. So they're doing work on their feminine side with the earth and the moon here to get a handle on their shadows. I don't know what that's about, but we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, they are definitely taking their time, but they want to make sure that they come in right. Like, look, they're doing a lot of work. They're making sure that they have all the right pieces, and they also want to bring peace to this feminine, the Ace of Wands, because this Ace of Wands looks like a pre-empress, right? There could be a child involved, or a desire to have children, but it's like this feminine is working all by themselves. Could be a single mother or something, but she's got three hands here. She's holding it down all by herself. And then we have this rhinoceros beetle. I don't know why that could mean something, but as an Ace of Wands, there's a lot of earth here. Steady as the earth, that song by WizKid, Steady. We love her all the time. On my mind all the time, I think is what it says. On my mind all the time. So it's like this masculine has this feminine on their mind all the time with this Nine of Swords. They might just want to make sure there could be an age difference here. With the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, like this feminine could look very strong, and the Emperor presenting in the feminine's side of the reading here could mean that the feminine is actually in this Emperor energy of kind of being like a boss, very strong, independent, and this masculine might want to make sure that they have something to bring to the table. that's worthy of this feminine. And the feminine's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for my... And then a hero comes along. Eight of Pentacles. And I was getting Eight of Pentacles with that Page of Pentacles because he's got all these tools, it's like he's building new skills. He being the masculine is really working on their healing too, because Pentacles can be about health and wealth. And the star, that presents on the Pentacles is healing, Aquarius energy. So there's a lot of fixed energy here where it's like this masculine seems like they're not doing anything, but they're doing a lot, but it's behind the scenes. So it's making this feminine a little bit worried. Yeah, King of Pentacles. This masculine could have a lot of fixed or earth placements, and the Wheel of Fortune, fixed energy as well, and the Page of Pentacles again. So yeah, there's a lot of earth, which earth stands the test of time. It is all about compatibility, making sure that it's about investment, and Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. So the challenge here, I feel, is on the feminine side to relinquish the idea, because it's just an idea, of control. The idea of time, right? Because time it's a concept, it's a construct. Timing, divine timing, is a frequency. So when you are on the frequency of the Empress, of a divine feminine, you trust in the timing. You trust that everything that's happening is for you. It's not happening to you. And you also trust in your masculine that what they're doing is for the betterment of the connection. And so there could be a little bit of lack of trust on the side of the feminine, because the masculine seems to be, Eight of Pentacles, the masculine seems to really know what their aim is, what their goal is. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's a lot, but yeah, there's a lot of pentacle energy here. The Hermit. Yeah, could be Virgo. Strong Virgo placements, but the Hermit is somebody who does a self-inventory, and that's what you want, feminines. You want a masculine who has taken the time to know themselves, to be accountable. Somebody can be an accountant or just really good with money. This could be someone who's been working on their money because they want to make sure that they can provide. Masculine provides and protects in the 3D, and feminine provides and protects in the 5D. The Chariot, Cancerian energy here. So we've got major arcana, which means that these are all unavoidable plot points. They're lessons and challenges that are divinely orchestrated on your path. I'm getting Candyland for some reason. The High Priestess. Yeah, feminine. Remember, you are a High Priestess. Do the work of the High Priestess, because the High Priestess trusts in the divine. They are connected with Source. They receive all of the 5D downloads through the third eye, Piscean energy, okay? They trust in the moon. And if you don't know that you're linked in with the moon, if you don't trust in the moon, you're going to feel just like if you don't trust in the process of the planets and things going into retrograde and things going into whatever the hell they go into. If you don't trust all the phases and the celestial goings on, it's going to stress you out. You're going to be like, oh, this is in retrograde. Retrograde is an indicator that we need to, it's a pause and reflect, right? That's what these fours are. That's what Hermit is, right? Four of Pentacles is Hermit energy. A lot of Virgo energy here. Someone could have a Virgo parent. And Libra, especially feminine Libras, you are masculine energy, right? You are cardinal and swords, right? So you're air and fire. It's a lot of masculine energy, and it is very challenging for feminine Libras to remain and to call themselves back to their feminine. So hopefully you have some other placements that you can kind of move through, or kind of not take lead from, but take guidance from, right? Because feminine guides, masculine leads. It's more active and passive, right? Not passive aggressive. Two of Cups is this union. This is what you want. So this King of Wands is going to do the work. So feminines, you don't want to be the leader here. You don't want to, you want to be, but you can't be. that wouldn't be divine. You have to let this masculine lead the way. They know what they're doing. Trust that. So keep that mantra saying, my masculine knows what they're doing. My masculine is doing right by our connection. Because they're coming in with the King of Wands. So they're going to show you the way because they've paved the way. But they have to pave the way first. They have to make sure that they're doing that. They just know that if they don't do that, they're going to lead you astray. It's going to be miscommunications. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Like, they've been through it. This masculine has done a lot of work. This is a wounded warrior. This is somebody who is not a victim of their circumstances. They're reflective, and they've been through a lot, but they are somebody who they understand, like, the what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The Devil. They have a lot of shadows that they've had to conquer. This is a masculine who's done a lot of work on the Devil. Their inner demons. Okay? If you would rush this process, you would be confronted with this version of them. This is the version of them you would be dealing with. And you don't want to do that. You weren't meant to see them like that. I'm getting a scene from a movie where I don't want you to... They're a monster. They think they're a monster. And they're hiding. Is it Phantom of the Opera? I mean, there's a few of them that are coming to mind. Twilight, where he's like, this is the skin of a killer, Bella. And she's like, you're beautiful. But that's a runner chaser. That is the most toxic dynamic, because it's like he's constantly misleading her. He's not in it until later. So it's like, do you want to dick around with that whole runner chaser thing? Or would you rather just trust in the process, trust in your person, let them lead the way, and let them come to you and activate when they are ready, when they're on that divine frequency? Because that is divine timing. It's a frequency. And if you meet them on this frequency, you're not gonna like them very much. And it may be a missed opportunity in like a maybe next lifetime thing. Macy Gray? Or is that Erykah Badu? Maybe next lifetime? Try to walk away, I stumble. That's not the song, that's Macy Gray. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not near. And see, you don't want your world to crumble when somebody's not around you, because there are going to be times when they're not around you because they're working, or one of you may leave this plane, this incarnation, before the other, right? It's not always the Notebook. Like sometimes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if they leave you? And if you have that perspective that they're leaving you, they're not leaving you, they're leaving their cycle, they're leaving their time. I don't know why that's kind of a thing. You may feel like there's pressure around the timeline. I'm getting a lot of pressure around the timeline of, like, we're running out of time. And that is a song from Muse, by Muse, is that in Twilight? Time is running out. Our time is running out. That's early Muse, though. So yeah, if you're not trusting your person, with the Chariot, the King of Wands, this is a masculine who's coming in with activated energy, right? And we've got these arrows, and the Chariot is Cancer, but I'm getting like a Sagittarius as well, where it's like they are laser focused. This masculine knows what they're coming after. They know what they want. So the struggle here feels like it's on the feminine side. But if the feminine is not trusting the process, you're sending out a frequency of mistrust, and nobody wants to be mistrusted in a relationship. Nobody wants to be doubted. Nobody wants to be, it's kind of like you're accusing them. Like, why are you taking so long? It's like, if they're with somebody else, they have to sort through that. They have to sort through a karmic connection, and you don't want to be in a triangle or some sort of third party dynamic anyway. So let the masculine do what they're doing. Feminines, put all that energy into yourself. Focus on yourself, because the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you heal that need for things to come in when you think you need them to. You're fighting against divine timing. And when you fight against divine timing, it will always delay the process. Because that is like the big lesson here, is to just trust in the process and feed your own love, fill your own cup. Because this is like, this masculine has been and is fighting battles that you know nothing of, feminine. Okay, so you have to trust that they are, and you could be, the feminine could have more masculine placements in their chart, and the masculine could have more feminine placements in their chart. So it's kind of like, you have to let them rise to the occasion, feminines. You have to let them just, you don't have to, free will, or don't, right? But just know that you are the reason that it's being delayed. You are the reason that this masculine is not rising into or was not rising into their divinity, right? Getting on that frequency of divine masculine. They have to activate and pursue you, feminines. And you may be used to pursuing other masculines, but just take a quick reflective look at the past. Has that worked out for you? No. So, clearly not. That's why you're here. All right, let's just pull a couple more here. A 5 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Crying over spilled milk. That's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I want it now. Don't care how, I want it now. Do you really want it now? Do you want an unhealed version of your twin flame? And frankly, if you're in that energy, you're not as healed as you think you are, feminines. I gotta give you some tough love here, because that's what I'm seeing, is a feminine that's fighting against the process. And it's like, this masculine, you are the key, feminine, to saying, you know what? Take your time. Because you're already in the 5D, you're already linked in the 5D. So enjoy your dreams, which is feminine space, right? So submit to that. Okay? And I know that some of you are going, I don't want to submit. I'm a boss. Yes, you can be a boss. But the best bosses, the best leaders, the best managers, the best teachers, the best parents are the ones who are willing to learn from their students, from their subordinates, from their children, right? Those are the best of the best, are the ones who are always they're always willing to be a student of their students, right? Because that's how you become the best teacher. That's how you like hone your practice. That's how you perfect it. Because I am getting that Virgo energy, so someone could have Virgo placements, or again have been raised by and heavily influenced by Virgo leadership, which I'm looking at this thing and it's a mess, and it's okay to be a mess. It doesn't have to be perfect, because what is perfect anyway? It doesn't exist objectively. There is no objective perfection. There is only subjective perfection. Like, your person is going to be perfect to you. So your process has to be perfect to you. It works for you. And so, as justice and represented by, justice and judgment, a big challenge for Libras is that they are constantly fearing external judgment, which is actually just a fear of internal judgment, right? So yeah, you may have had like a hypercritical parent, but you don't want to meet your person, literally or energetically or both, with that judgment, right? Nobody wants to be in a relationship with someone who's judging them. So if you're judging yourself, then you don't really want to be in a relationship with yourself, right? This is getting pretty like heavy. This is not like fun. This isn't fun. The work isn't fun. It's not meant to be, right? All the prepping for it, for the fun part, is this union, right? And the Two of Cups is there. So there's fun to be had. There's a lot of activity. I feel like you and your person are going to be very active, physically doing things, and it's going to be like planned spontaneity. So it's like, what do you want to do tomorrow on our day off? I don't know, but we know that we have this time frame available, so that means we have this range of options. We can go this distance and be back in time for work tomorrow. It's like you're going to be able to balance your work and your play very well, which is a Capricorn energy, which is your polarity. No, it's not. That's Cancer's polarity. But there could be some Capricorn energy here. You could have Capricorn placements where it's like you know how to work hard and play harder. So because the work is put in, don't get so wrapped up in the time frame. If you spend 1 year with your person, it is going to be, in this realm, in the physical, in the 3D, it's going to be the best year of your whole life, and it will be worth all of that. Or you can rush the process, and it's like you're actually shortening the time, ironically. It's like a conundrum. You're wanting it to like hurry up so that you have more time, but the more that you try to hurry it and rush it, the less time you're actually giving you this connection to breathe, right? And we need to breathe. So maybe there's some like Four of Swords. I'm getting needing to meditate, tapping back into your third eye, tapping back into your body. Like, why is my body reacting this way? Why do I have tension in my shoulders? Why am I feeling so rigid in my mindset and in my heart space? Just breathe, Libra. Just breathe. It's okay to just sit still for a minute. Literally 1 minute. 1 minute of breath work will just, and with all the fours here as challenges, the Four of Swords is that Virgo and Aquarius energy of resting, which is the solution to this Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, stress, anxiety, feeling mentally discombobulated all the time and frazzled, and that fog is clearing the fog. One mechanism that I highly advocate for, just because it was very effective for me in my anxiety disorder, is box breathing. So time it up. Sync up your breath with your heartbeats. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Wait 2, 3, 4. In, and repeat. Okay. And you can do a metronome. You can count if that works for you. You can count seconds. You can count your heartbeat. But there's a need to like sync your head and your heart, because when those are out of alignment, then you're not alchemizing from a place of truth. You're not seeing truth. Everything in between the head and the heart are going to be blocked, and that's Piscean energy, that's Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus. That's the mercurial energy of alchemizing. It's Neptune, which is all about the moon. So there's like Neptune and the moon is which is, again, I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy. So you may have a Cancer placement, which you can relate to as a fellow cardinal sign, but Cancer is water. So you can always loophole, like, oh, I understand how cardinal energy works, but I'm not that familiar with water. Like, water makes me anxious or something. I mean, you could have a fear of bodies of water, like swimming in water, but we're talking metaphorically with love and the heart space, listening to your heart, which the masculine is the head, the feminine is the heart. This is swords, this is cups. That is mutable energy, and that is that balancing of the head and the heart. It's discernment. Not letting your thoughts control you, not letting those passing paranoias be the thing that dictates this connection, right? Because you are far more powerful than you're giving yourself credit for, Libra, particularly the feminines in this connection. So you could be cross-watching for a masculine Libra, or you could be the feminine Libra. So you tell me. But hopefully there was something in here for you. Thank you again for your love and support and your time and your energy. And until next time, I wish you well.